So today is my beginner's guide, or basically what I would do if I started over. What I think each person should be working on. And when I say beginner's guide, I really mean like if you're under rank A, um, or really if you haven't done some of these things, you should just work on them. So um, when you start the game, the first thing that I would do once you get in is I would start working on the basic manual. When you get all four of these done, you get your first UR, which is very good. I believe you get some diamonds. Yep, 200 diamonds twice. You get some free pulls. Each one of those is very good. And I also know that as soon as you actually make your first recruit, it'll raise this guaranteed bar all the way up to I believe 90%, which means that after 10 pulls, you'll get a guaranteed UR. So you definitely want to work on this so you can get some diamonds and some pulls, these 10 plus ones, right? Here's the thing. I just want to outline my plan of attack. The first thing you want to do is you want to start working on getting as many pulls as possible so that way you can have the best team trainers possible so you can make the best decks possible. Um, I think what happens is people start the game, maybe they do the basic manual, they hit the intensive manual, they're like, man, that's a lot. They go and look at the different players in the banners, and they're like, man, that's a lot. And so they get reluctant to want to do that. And so what they focus on is just trying to make the best players as possible. They want to get their team up so they can get their rating up because they want to hit C or D or B, whatever, because they feel like, they want to get better at the game. And I get that. I understand that. But here's what you need to know. This game requires a lot of grinding, the my player mode. You have to play tons and tons and tons. I've been playing the game. I've slowed down a lot here recently. And take a look at this. I've still developed 328 players. You do the math, that's a significant amount of time investment. Now, the goal is to get to where you have the best basically set of trainers possible before you start putting in time. There are different ways to train your players. You can train them passively, kind of more on the auto side. You can train them where you skip and you just kind of go for specific skills. And then you train them to try to get the very best player you can because you want to upgrade your team. So here's what I think happens with a lot of beginners. They go and try to train the best player they can, trying to upgrade their team every single time. Well, it takes an hour to an hour and a half to train, an hour for a batter, an hour and a half for a pitcher if you're doing it right. And when you're trying to upgrade your team, but you still don't have a good deck, it's just not going to make a big impact. The biggest impact that you'll have is by upgrading your trainers. And the best way to upgrade your trainers is to pull as many times as you can. So that's what you should be focusing on, is to get as many pulls as you can and to get as many cores as you can. We'll get on the cores in a minute. So as many pulls as you can. This is outlined in a few different things. The first one, knock the basic menu out, get your free guaranteed UR, get your pulls here. You get one pull here, 400 diamonds, and another pull. So that's two pulls, guaranteed UR, and 400 diamonds. It's 500 diamonds to do a 10 plus 1 pull. So keep that in mind as you're working through this. So now, just from doing the owner's guide on this one, then we can start working slowly on the trainer development guide, the intensive manual. This is going to take a lot longer for you. I wouldn't specifically start working your way down. It's not going to be that easy. There's some things you can, like upgrading your super skills, getting super skill rank ups. Little by little, you can get those. But it's not going to affect your pulls as much. You get a lot of items, some experience chips for that. What you really, in my opinion, as soon as you start, if you want to grind something out, the most important thing for you to do is to go to My Player, and you notice there's all these banners. Now, for right now, if you just started, you'll only have access to Gamevil, and you'll have to train 20 of them. So just go ahead and start training 20, and just like literally join the game. So go into the game, pick a random player, pick a position, hit next, hit start. Who cares? Click OK. Don't choose any development items. Just click OK. Start up the My Player. Tap through everything. And literally just do this one. Like if you're serious about playing the game, just do this one night when you're watching a show, spending your time maybe playing on PlayStation 4, or your PC, your Xbox, whatever you have. You're doing something else. You're hanging out with some friends. Just do this on the side. Do this on the side where you're literally just you start the game, you hit auto in the top, you run auto on saving mode, and you just hit start and you just let it go. It's going to take about 15 to 20 minutes to run through that. You get done with that, right? You go through the whole thing, and then you got one. And then you do that until you're done with the 20. Now, if you want to, just if you're brand new, right, you haven't trained anything, you can take some time to get the hang of things. You can train your first 5 or 6 or 7, whatever. 11 is the full position of everything. You can train all of those if you want to. Can I abandon this? What is going on? I guess not. I'm just going to go to the main lobby for now. Who cares? So you can abandon those if you want. Or sorry, you can train those hard, 11, if you want, and that'll be good. You'll get some experience. But past that, trying to continuously train the best player is not going to produce that much. You're going to continue to churn through, and you're not going to accomplish that much. So get those 20 done, and then anytime you have spare time, from then on, continue to train those 20. Train the 20 for the Pumas. Train the 20 for the Angels. Train the 20 for River City High, and train the 20 for Mystic Unicorns. It doesn't matter how low of a rating you get on the players. It doesn't matter. I would say that each time that you train, you should do 10 batters and 10 pitchers. That's important because as you go to Lecter's Lab and you're making your different, you get different, I guess, what are they called? Like vouchers. Let me see what they actually call them. Holograms. Holograms allow you to train different things. So as you train different things, you're going to require different amounts. Like it'll require a player. It'll say you have to have X amount of batters or X amount of pitchers. Okay? So as you do that, do 10 and 10 of the various kinds. And then as you're training them, you also want to be cognitive of the fact that there are achievements. So if you go to develop, you can see there are develop 100 strength players, 25 intelligence, 175 dex. And you can see that 30 center fielders, 30 left fielders, 30 shortstops. Every time you develop a character, it works towards getting these points and this gold. Now the gold is kind of important, but not super important. But what's more important is developing this bar. You see this develop bar here, 111 of 614. And when you go to summary, it gives you a level, 4,030. And as you do this, you level up. And each time you level up, the rewards are actually pretty good. So you can see when I hit level 13, I got 500 diamonds, right? That's a pull for 10 or 11 trainers. It gives you a chance to get a UR. It gives you a chance to get SSRs. It gives you a chance to upgrade your trainers and make your deck better and make your players better. But since you're constantly making players so much, you want to make sure you get the best thing possible. I've said this before. But so what we were looking at there was just to say, try to even up your pitchers and even up your batters. And when you're doing batters and pitchers, you want to break it up into the different positions. So when you're doing batters, there are, let's just click on it because off the top of my head, I don't know. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 different positions. So I would do, like when you're doing Gamevil, do 2 of each. And then maybe 4 pitchers. And then on the next one, there are 3 different pitching positions. So maybe do 3 of each of those and then just one of the others. And then just kind of break it up that way so you can slowly advance each position. So now that so that's something you can begin to do while you have spare time, is just to passively work your way through 20 of each of these. Just by doing that, it'll give you 2 pulls for each banner that you work through, and you'll get an SSR ticket. So if you pay attention to that, that's 5 banners. That'll give you 10 pulls. 10 pulls of 11 trainers. That's 110 trainers that you can pull. Plus you'll get 5 guaranteed SSRs. Now that you've got that done, the next thing you want to work on is your challenges. Challenges look like this. You get 11 that you can do, and when you complete them as you go, once you complete all 11, you get a guaranteed UR ticket. If you do this for all 5, you get 5 guaranteed UR trainers. So you want to work on it. Now, I would start, I know a lot of people like River City trains some of the best players. So you can definitely, when you have some spare time and feel like playing, you can play on River City, but River City is going to be hard for you to complete the challenges. River City challenges require you to train, I believe, an A-ranked player in order to pass it. Let me see. Yeah, no, tier B. So that's not too bad. But if you come over here and you look at Gamevil, you only have to train a tier C. That's easy. Training a tier C is pretty simple, especially now that you've had a chance to go through all 5 of the banners and you're just working on this in your spare time. Now I'm not going to go into all the details of what it takes to defeat each one of these. They all have their own challenges and things that they require. But just know you want to be working on these and trying to accomplish them. Once you get all of them done, each one will give you some diamonds. I believe when I counted it up before, 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, that's 3 10 plus 1 pools plus a guaranteed UR. So if you complete the initial 20 and you complete the 11 challenges for 1 banner, you get 5 pools of 11. So 55 trainers, plus you get a guaranteed SR and you get a guaranteed UR. Okay? So before you waste your time training again and again and again, always be working on getting these challenges and these initial 20 done. The Cruel Pumas is pretty much the same way. You can see here you've got tier C. So I would do Cruel Pumas when I'm done with Gamevil. And then you can work your way. You can pick between Shining Angels or River City. And I would save Mystic Unicorns for absolute last because they want you to develop tier A players, which is a little bit harder. So to me, that's really the most important thing because there you're going to get a lot of pulls. Now, the second really important thing is anytime you have the opportunity to grind Superstar League to get up to Major 3 or whatever the highest one is. I don't remember what it's called. Rank. Why can't I see what it's called in my head? If I click on it, will it show me? Hold on. Rewards, will that show me? I'm not able to see off the top of my head right now, but I've already hit it. But what it is as you do that, you get a lot of, so just, once again, we want to pay close attention to the mission. So if I go to develop and I scroll through, I'm looking for diamonds. Okay, so down here, the first time you make an S Gamevil Superstars player, you'll get 150 diamonds. And you get that for each one. So the first time you start developing characters, you'll be getting these diamonds. You can see for SS and SSS, I have these lined out. So 150, 150, 200, 200. And you get like 100, 75, 50 based on making a C, B, A ranked player. So you want to do that. And then you can see here, look, if you have 4,000 plus strength or 6,000 plus dex, you get free diamonds there. If you get 80 plus skill level or 60 or 40, triple S here, right? You can rank those out. But look at this one. So you can see here, if you get superb rating for all Rising Star games, you'll get 500. I've done it 11 times, and you get 500 stats. That's one free pull. That's not hard to do. Whenever you're pitching, you should be able to get that. You enable a combo mode 5 times. That literally just takes you before you do one of those random trainings where you automatically do it, you just make sure you get the combos. I'll show you what that looks like. Then go to game and scroll down. Okay, here, Diamond Home Run King. So if you go to the Diamond Home Run, make sure you're doing this every day to train and get better, but also to get your 50 diamonds. If you can hit 50 in one training session, you'll get 30. If you can hit 100, you'll get 60 diamonds. If you're playing with keyboard and mouse, it tends to be a lot easier. So I would recommend doing that. And then what else gives you diamonds? Okay, here, record a no-hitter in Superstar League, 200. Record 7+ home runs in Superstar League, 150. Here you can see climbing the league. So, oh, look, it's called Legend. So as you go up in Superstar League, you get diamonds. If you get 40+ hits in Superstar League games, 200. 200 for 18+ strikeouts. 200 for 20 or more runs in Superstar League games. So you just want to be working on these things as you're doing it. Pay attention when you can. It looks like trainer, miscellaneous, and some of the development don't add up. So you want to be focusing on this because you want to be making sure that you're getting the maximum amount of diamonds you can so you can pull as often as possible. So the other thing is over here in the top right, you can see there's a login event. The login event is going to give you diamonds each day. There is Super Pass, but if you don't want to buy the Super Pass, I have never bought a Super Pass, but you still get, there's a free side of that, so you're still working towards those as well. Doesn't look like there's any diamonds here, but you do get a guaranteed SSR at the end, Chrysler. Yeah, so you want to work on that, and then you want to, anytime you have any Planet League points, you want to be grinding through Planet League. You want to get through easy and normal and up to hard as soon as possible. It's better to be at Earth on hard and lose every single game than it is to be on Dragon Ica at normal and to win every single game. The rewards are just that good. Every single game that I play in hard, I get between 2 to 5 cores. Those cores are going to allow you to level them up. You level up the cores and upgrade them, and then you get stuff like this. So look at this. Like I'll go click on one player that has a good amount of cores. Let's see. Okay, Cunha. So we'll look at how many cores he has. He gets 53 strength, 20 dex, and 13 mental. I'm just going to add them all up for a total instead of trying to do it separately. So that's 73 and 13, 86. 86 and 43 is 109. You get 5 affinity. I'm not going to count that. 17 intelligence. So 109 and 17, what's that? 126. Then you get 40 dexterity. That's 166. 14 strength. 174. Sorry, 180. And then 19 intelligence. That's 199. 37 mental. That is 236. 49 dex. 49 and 36 would be what? I don't want to think about this. 85. So I think it's 285. Plus you're getting GP and affinity. And that's just for one player. So having really high ranked cores makes a huge difference. Especially, guys, when you get to you go to like Lecter and you're doing a training research at rank C and you want to get Dragona for the first time and you're stuck on number 7. You have to get 500 plus for all stats. Guys, whenever I use an SR, even just a regular SR, because that's who you're training with, and let's say it's this guy, he's got 3. Whenever I use him right off the bat, I'm going to get close to 100, 150 worth of stats, right? It makes a huge impact, and if you can do that 6 times, then it's going to make that goal very, very easy. There's a lot more to the game. I could really go into lots of in-depth, right? Costumes are important. Costumes play a big role. The ability to build a deck, to have really good deck skills, right? Maxing out multiple 7, 10 different skills. The ability to know how to do combo events, right? So deciding basically what combo events are available and choosing those and knowing that those are good to have. All of those things play a role in your ability to do well. But I would say quit focusing on trying to make the absolute best team right away. Try to grind out the autos and slowly get your team better as you have, once you've got every single pool that you have available to you, then go and make the best team. The next thing, I'm just going to gloss over this real quick. If you go to your trainers and you need to level up, right? How do you get enough experience to level these up? So there's a few things. First off, make sure you're getting your rare trainers to rank 5 before you cube them. And so once you get them to rank 5, you can go to cubing, and you actually get roughly 4 rare boxes and 4 super rare boxes. That gives you a lot of experience chips. And then anytime you need diamonds as well. So if you look, I have all these SR trainers that are rank 5. It's not because I use them that often. I really don't use them as often as I could. Once I got one or two of each position, I stopped. You really stop using most of them. It's because every time that you go from rank 1 to rank 5 on a super rare, you get close to 180 diamonds. And that adds up. So if you count how many of these that I went from rank 1 to rank 5, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, sorry, 38, and then 44. I have 44, means I got close to 5,000, or no, maybe even close, I guess like 7,000 plus diamonds. You can see I've grinded out a lot of the missions that are available. So I want you to consider this. If you look at this, every time that you recruit a 10 plus 1, you get 100 of these points. I don't know what they're calling them, R points. I have pulled a guaranteed UR from this already. That was 10,000. And I have 6,700 towards the other ones. That means that I have pulled 10 plus 1 167 times. I have found a way to get 167 pulls. If you were to put that in terms of raw diamonds, that would be, see, 100 pulls is 50,000 diamonds. So then 60 would be 30,000, and 7 would be, oh, why do I always do this to myself where I'm trying to do math on the fly? 7 times 5 is 35, so that'd be 3,500. So, 83,500 is how many diamonds I've spent in pulls. And I did not pay for all of those. I will admit about 12,000 of those diamonds, give or take, I bought out of the shop for a one-time only. They have there's one, if you're a new account, you can purchase up to one time per account. There's 2 different things that you can buy that'll give you like close to 6,000 diamonds each, or 5,500 or something like that. So that did come from that. But the rest of the 87,500 or 83,500, 83,700, I don't know what it is at this point. Yeah, I guess it's 83,500, sorry. The rest of those all came from doing these missions, from growing my team, and from predominantly doing the My Player. And you can see if you count the number of URs I've gotten, each duplicate counts as 1 pull, because obviously I had to get that. So I have 6, 12, right, 1 times. Then I have 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Almost 30 URs that I pulled. So all of this added together is how you're going to get up to that, and that allows you to get to like S minus. And honestly, S minus is a low ranking number for me. I could be a lot higher. I just am not grinding out River City every single chance that I get, right? You can see I've had SS zeros on that, so I could be S or S plus if I wanted. It just is a big, big, big grind. So guys, there's a lot more to it. Lecter's Lab, when to use it. You want to compete in all the contests you can. You want to be in a good club, because clubs give you really good awards. Make sure you go into the shop and you're using the coins that you get from Superstar League to not miss out on any possible awards. If you need gold, you can get it there. You can get some memory chips here. You can get trainer genes here. A lot of development items are here. If you do Galaxy coins, that helps you a lot with getting your cores. Clubs will give you some bonuses. Like if you look at this, you can get 150 stats once your novice buff runs out. Lots and lots of good stuff that's over there. Today's real beginner guide was just what I would do differently. And if I was going to do it, I would focus entirely on grinding out My Player, Planet League, and Superstar as much as possible, so that I could get as many pulls as possible as quickly as possible. And then I would begin to try to make my team better. but I've seen it time and time again. I've helped a lot of beginners with this game, and they almost always are trying to get their rank up um, before they've exhausted every single possible pool that they have available, right? If you haven't completed 20 trainers, like 20 initial trainings on River City High, and you have D points, and you're trying to train your best player, it doesn't make sense because you can get an additional 2 free pulls plus an SSR that could potentially help you. And guys, just so you know, if you let's say that you don't have enough D points to continuously train, it's very cheap to buy. They're 30 diamonds to refill your D points. And if you can't do it there, Lecter's Lab, you get a ton of these bronze level holograms, and you can get up to 100 D points very, very easily. It only requires some normal items and one rare item. Okay, so very, very easy to do that. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions, leave it down below. I don't remember if I mentioned in the beginning we're having a giveaway. I'm going to be quitting this game soon. I'm just kind of putting out some last videos of the things I've learned. So the giveaway will be for this account, assuming that it doesn't get banned from Gamevil or the developer. But I'll be giving away this account, so you can go onto each video, and as long as you're subscribed and you comment down below on each video, starting from the announcement up until the end, you'll get one entry for each video that you comment on. And then I'll do at the end of it, I'll probably do like a live stream just to do the drawing and see who wins. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I'll try to put down an outline down below of like what I think is most important, what order to do it. And yeah, guys, I was going to put something together that was a lot more precise, but I feel like this kind of gets my points across. So appreciate you guys. You have a wonderful day.